Hafa Guam, and welcome to KUAM News Extra, a very, very special edition of Fiesta Friday. Jason Salas, Sabrina Salas Matanane, Krystal Paco, Jolene Toves, Ken Quintanilla, Mike Villagomez behind the camera, all the guys behind back. Now, this is a significant episode, and you tuned in at a great time tonight because we are going to be talking about our KUAM News Cookie Exchange. It's a wonderful series. We've aired it all this week. You can check it out, all 5 parts on YouTube. Each one of us had the pleasure of working with talented local chefs and preparing an extra special holiday recipe. Also, tonight's episode is significant because the 5 of us have never been seen on camera together at the same time.
That's true.
Yeah, so I mean, we're in the station, 10, 11 hours together all the time, but we have never actually been up here together, so a treat for all of us. Okay, so Ken, you were up first. You led off on Monday. What did you make once again?
Well, I had the honor of making green tea macadamia nut sandies with Mark Duenas from 9th Street Rotary in Hagåtña. The process and the baking was all pretty easy. The ingredients, of course, are green tea powder and macadamia nuts along with flour, butter, sugar. The mixing process took about maybe less than 5 minutes. It was very easy. I don't know how to cook, and it seemed pretty easy. You put it in the oven for about 7 to 14 minutes. Once it's out and hot, you powder it with more green tea sugar, and ta-da! You get these wonderful green tea macadamia nut sandies. I'd never tried it before, and according to Mark Duenas, he said it's a very unique take on a traditional holiday treat. So.
And they're also accented, we can see, with like some sugared fruit and everything like that. That really plates very well, like a nice display of colors.
Yeah, and it brings out the green tea even more.
It does it? Okay, well, we're going to have to try. We'll come back to you again, because the interesting thing, ladies and gentlemen, about Ken is he was a member of our team that actually got in and worked with the ingredients themselves. I don't know about you guys, but we can go down the road, but my chef was very, very hospitable and everything like that. I did not touch the ingredients whatsoever. I let them do all the work and everything. Jolene, you were next. How about you?
Okay, so I had the pleasure of making gingerbread cookies, a staple at many Christmas parties and the holiday season. My chef was Chef Dominique from Pacific Star Resort and Spa, and although I too was not able to get my hands dirty, I was able to decorate. So if you need the 411 on how to decorate a cookie, I can give that to you. Now the ingredients, there's a multitude of ingredients that actually make up the gingerbread cookie. Of course, ginger, spice, and everything else is nice. So you heat the oven to 350 degrees, cook it for 20 minutes, then you pull it out and get to decorating. It's a great cookie to get the whole family involved and just have a ball making whatever holiday treats you want.
And she's also a poet, and she doesn't even know it, as she saw. Now, it's interesting how you decorate these cookies, especially the ones that are shaped like Christmas trees, because did you get to pick the icing that you were using and kind of like, go freeform with the design?
Oh, well, he actually took me step by step through the process. But from the colors you can choose a rainbow. There's a rainbow of icing colors, but we use typical red, white, green for the holiday season. Those are typical Christmas colors.
Very cool, and very beautiful design. They came out wonderfully. Okay, Ms. Paco, what did you make? And these are absolutely gorgeous, I must say.
I think I have the prettiest of the bunch.
Wait.
Yeah, okay, the subjectivity aside, we'll begin the throwdown pretty soon and everything like that, but what did you make?
I made Linzer cookies with Chef Myra at Loti Hotel Guam. I was super excited to go to the hotel's brand new, the newest hotel on the Tumon Strip. And so happy and excited to be working with Chef Myra. Let me tell you, the only recipe I have is for disaster, so I was super excited that she let me get hands-on. I got to roll out the dough and cut things, and I wasn't very good at it, and my dad is probably at home laughing at me, knows I don't spend any time in the kitchen. But these were really easy to make, pretty basic ingredients, about 30 minutes for the total preparation time, and you can make them all year long. They're traditional European holiday cookies, but as you can see, we used hearts. She says we give love on Christmas Day. You can make stars or any other shapes as long as you have one small size and one big size. And it's really fun for the kids to get involved, and you can personalize it with the jam. We use strawberry jam. You can use anything. Apparently the older they get, the softer they get. So it's a cookie that gets better with age.
I was gonna say, yeah, because obviously you use strawberry here, but maybe for like different seasons you could mix it up and do preserves sometimes, even if you want to do maybe like marmalade for maybe in the summer when it gets too hot.
This looks really good right now for Valentine's Day too, but we give love on Christmas.
These are not going to last until February. I tell you, these aren't going to last, 5 minutes from now. I can tell you that.
This is for Jason, who already ate all his cookies.
Yeah, and mine,
That's why they're not here.
Yeah, my wonderful.
1, 2, 3, 4, but there's 5 of us.
My wonderful white chocolate mint butter cookies that Mike and I made over at Tarasco's and everything like that. Those went in a heartbeat and everything. You can find the recipe online. Okay, Sabrina, we saved the boss for last. You, of course, had your episode debut today on YouTube and everything, and you've got a classic. These are really cute.
Yes, they are. I went and visited with Chef Suharto. I like to call him the Prince of Pastries, as in my story, the Dawn of Dough.
Very nice with the alliteration.
He's a multiple Pastries in Paradise competition champion, so he definitely knows what he's doing. So we made the famous gingerbread men cookies. You'll find them at the Hyatt. They have their gingerbread house every year. They do this. So. They're quite easy actually to make, but he has this one ingredient. It's kind of difficult to get on Guam. It's the baker's ammonium, I believe that's what it's called.
Okay.
And that's why they're so fluffy and puffy. But they're
I was
so
gonna say,
as compared
okay,
to
yeah, obviously,
my gingerbread.
yeah. Let's take a look at. Okay, and
Take a look
here
at
comes
that.
Jolene with the smack talk already.
So,
So Sabrina's is obviously like it's a little bit more fair in color, and if you can see right there from the thickness of it, as she was just saying, it is a little bit more puffy. Where Jolene's is a little bit more classic.
gingerbread.
yeah, and
Okay,
mine
here
is
we go.
more of the
I am not getting in the middle of these two women once they start.
Because I am.
Yeah, Krystal is in the firing
Let's just
line.
say we're news
She's
reporters
like,
for a reason.
share the love.
Okay, now what I'd like to do, let's go ahead and share these and let's kind of sample each other's recipes and everything. We did this, throughout the week, but like Krystal, go ahead and give yours and we'll all, do the big cookie exchange because it is the holidays and then
A
we'll
Christmas cookie
talk about it.
exchange.
Okay,
All
Jolene, I would love to try one of those trees if you don't mind.
Oh, you want a
Gingerbread?
Yeah,
There
please.
you go.
Okay.
Because
See,
I'm using safe food handling. I'm not touching it. There you go.
That is very delicious. And because my broadcast partner is right next to me in striking distance, I'm going to try
I
to
wanna
do
try
Try the green tea.
9th Street Rotary, right?
Yeah.
And remember, everybody, you can go on KUAM.com right now or on our YouTube channel and get the entire recipe for all 5 of these cookies.
I want to try one of these big ones.
Any of them will be a welcome treat at your family party, your company party. And guys, the one thing, who had the longest baking? Because mine, once again, those white chocolate mint butter cookies, 7 minutes in the oven and everything like
I
that.
have
30 minutes total.
Well,
Okay.
20 minutes. Maybe that's why mine's a little flatter.
Okay. How about you, Krystal?
13 minutes in the oven.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Total time 30 minutes.
So basically, you could do these, say, while you're watching the news, maybe?
Yeah.
While you do that?
Mine took about
I really want
Oh, you want
one.
Yeah, I
Mine
would-
took about
and you know what, I
7
wanna try one of
14
these.
These are
minutes.
really good.
These are really good.
And
Guys, we gotta eat
we're
all the
obviously
cookies.
winning at 9th Street Rotary with these
No.
green tea.
It's because everyone already tried mine.
Oh, okay, and you know what
Mine
about
was
You
the best.
still want to be trying mine.
See, Ken made his on the weekend, and so we didn't get to eat it in the office.
It's not even the cookie and it's good.
No, the thing that's interesting about Ken, you get a nice
Onion.
juxtaposition of the sweet with the sour from some, in a good way, of the fruit.
Our photographers are like, oh man, I hate you guys.
Yeah, we are getting some nasty looks right there.
Oh yeah, this
Okay.
is really good. It's delicious.
Okay.
And we want you to please go to our website and get the recipes because these chefs were so generous in sharing these recipes with us and with all of you at home.
Okay, and I know it's one of the 7 deadly sins, to be gluttonous and everything like that, but we're basically eating 4 cookies at the same time.
Yeah.
Chef
But-
Fire, you're the bomb.
Yeah, thank
Chef
you.
Suharto,
Chef Dominic,
Awesome.
You are great.
Mark Duenas, we won.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No. We won.
Okay, here we
Vote
go.
all the way.
The conversation continues
Photos,
on.
no, we won.
Yeah, the
You're gonna
conversation
eat all of
continues online, and the smack talk here in the newsroom will never end, evidently. So, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to go online once again, get all the recipes. Have a Merry Christmas and happy baking this weekend. We'll be right back with more show after this.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays.